G'day viewers, this morning we're out at Seaford on East Coastway. We're going to do a run to Brighton in a Class 313. Why? Because these things are retiring from service today, and as I record this, the last empty cars service is probably starting its journey over in the UK. So let's jump in and get this underway. Get our master key in, get our reverser to forwards. It looks promising, and doors open. Let's get AWS turned on and reset. We're not going to turn on vigilance because it's annoying. Let's put our headlights onto headlights and markers, and that should be fine. And the people should be getting in about now. So let's just pop outside as they all mill around. So this one's in the southern livery, running on East Coastway, and this is the last railway that's actually operating these, I believe. It's time to close the doors. Still a lot of people milling around. Amazing how many people got off that train. It's like a clown car. Let's let these people get in even though it's time to go. Because, you know, I'm nice. Mr. Undecided there. He's going to miss out though. And in theory, away we go. Brakes off. Get a window open so we can hear it a bit more. I think we can get that window open. They're quite an interesting little train. They are a electric multiple unit. They come in 3 car sets. They were first built in 1976 and 1977. When they were first created, they were dual voltage. And some are capable of running on third rail and pantograph. Not these ones. These are third rail only. Let's get this old beast on the move. So that puts them at almost 50 years old. Well worn, you might say. As we climb out of Seaford towards Bishopstone. These are unusual in British Transit service because they have a separate brake and throttle. Bring this one to a stop. They're still fairly nimble for a 50-year-old train. They don't stop amazingly quickly, but they accelerate okay. They are a electric multiple unit, or EMU. They were originally built by British Rail Engineering Limited. So we pass all of our trailer homes there by the seaside. Heading off towards New Haven Harbour. Started slowing down for the 20-mile-an-hour section. We cruise through the abandoned platform here. Coming in New Haven Harbour, we can see a ferry named Brian. Brian had a very interesting life. He's not the Messiah, he's just a very naughty boy. Oh, yeah, that was a different Brian, wasn't it? It's coming in off the Seaford branch into New Haven Harbour. The 313 runs on East Coastway DLC in Train Sim World 3, but the 313 itself is a separate DLC. And it layers into the East Coastway timetable. Load up have a happy little people at New Haven Harbour here. So they were built at Holgate Works in York. Call that a horn. It's time to get out of here. "64 of these machines were built between 1976 and 1977. And sadly, the majority of them have already been scrapped. There's only 11 that still exist today. And with the remainder of them going out of service right now, their future is probably just a little bit bleak, I would suggest. One of them was originally earmarked for preservation, which was 313201, but they seem to have changed their minds and they're going to preserve 313121 instead because it has most of its original seating and still has the dual voltage running equipment, whereas 201 does not. Off we go towards Southeast. Cruise along the flats in our early afternoon light. Sadly, 47 of the original 64 have already been scrapped. So if you're in the UK and you want to see more of these preserved, you're running out of days and you should probably get on to your members of parliament and the like to encourage them a little. We are at Southeast. On sudden services like this one, I believe they're replaced by the 377. They have a steel underframe and a aluminium body, or aluminum if you're American. We go to Lewes. Or is it Lewis? I think it's Lewes. Left the port where we saw ships. Coming into the countryside where we saw sheeps. Bah. A 40-mile-an-hour speed restriction coming up, and we're also coming into lose. We'll add back up to 60, but there's hardly any point, because we have to slow down for lose anyway. Train has electro-pneumatic brakes. I have a divergent off to the left here. It's a 66 hauling some freight. I put some wipers on, eh? As we come into lose. This being an older route, it doesn't get the passengers with umbrellas, I don't think. So fortunately for us, the 313 will continue to live on in Train Sim World, even though it doesn't look like too many of them are going to live on in preservation. Part of the reason that there are not too many of them surviving is the standard deal. There's a lack of appreciation for history. But in this particular case, there's also the problematic circumstances that they are made of dissimilar metals with an aluminium chassis and cladding and a steel frame, steel underframe. So they basically turn into a battery and corrode themselves. We go to farmer. To cruise out a little bit slowly on the way out of here. There's some nice lightning up there. Be allowed to go up to 45 in a moment. As soon as the back of our train passes that speed board, there's another one. Oh, no, that's the other class that runs on this line. That's its replacement, the 377. Ooh. I made it unhappy then. Automatic sanding, very handy. As it gets just a little wet for our commemorative run. I just noticed my frame count is still on. Oh well. We shall leave it now. Halfway to farmer. Start letting gravity do its thing now for the approach into farmer. This farmer looms out of the mist. Clearly we're near a sports ground and there's a match in progress. Oops, slight overshoot. We'll just blame that on it being wet, shall we? Got one carriage in the platform, that's all it counts. Ladies and gentlemen, please note only the rear car is in the platform. You should make your way back to the rear car. To London Road. Now arriving London Road. This train is for Brighton. Officially on time. Haha. Not really. It's about a minute late. But anyway. To come across the giant viaduct. Let's just pop out so we can get a good view of it. Or we'll look at trees. May not get too good a view in the mist anyway. Still look kind of cool though. Going into platform 8. Ladies and gentlemen, this service will be terminating in Brighton shortly. We're going into platform 8 for your convenience and pleasure. Please ensure that you take all of your belongings, children, service animals, and other miscellaneous items with you. Otherwise, they will be collected and surrendered to the police. Thank you for riding the Class 313 today. Unfortunately, we won't be here tomorrow. We're all going off to be torn apart. We will come back into your life as strange Chinese electric cars. Now arriving Brighton. Well, there you have it. So, Class 313 going away today. Built in 1976, in service until today, the last 11 units, that is. 64 of them were built, 47 have already been scrapped. One of them is earmarked for preservation. Perhaps we might see a few more, maybe. And they've been replaced on the Southern with the Class 377, which we also saw when we ran through here. Alrighty, have fun folks, enjoy yourselves. I hope you've liked this quick run with the 313, and I hope you don't miss them too much. Maybe you hated them, I don't know. We'll see. Okay, have fun folks, see you later.